Well, hello, good morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another week. We are in, we're in Eden, Ohio this morning, as we start our week off, grabbing out the paperwork for the load that we've got on. We have got that plywood on from Baltimore still. We get the engine fired up this morning. It's not a bad truck stop in here, it's okay. That curry was really nice that I had on Saturday night. Not a lot to do like here. And we've got this old Peterbilt next to us. He's had his APU running, his generator blaring away all weekend. Sounds like a really old generator because it didn't have any silencing on it. It's just really loud. Just want to make sure that that is the right place we're going to. Because my sat nav won't find the address. I think they've changed the road since it was last updated. Find where it is. On the 80, straight down the 80. That's the 120. Oh, I think it's a bit further down than what my sat nav's got it on. So we'll get Google Maps up as well. We'll push start on that. It's got us there at 6:22 on Google Maps. So let's get some lights on and get on our merry way. We have got a pickup through as well for what we're doing after this job, and yeah, it's going to be tight, I think, to get it on time. Is the pickup? It's due at 2:30 for the collection, and it is 1.1 miles away. So, you know, that could be hard to get to on time. I think this might take a while. It's pretty much come out the job, we turn right and we can just follow the road straight to it. So I'm assuming that the fact that they've given us it and we're so close to it, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's going to be able to load early. Because if we can load that early and get on the way, we can we'll be able to get through on the fuel pumps. Or should I turn down that one? I think we should be able to get through on the fuel pumps. Yeah, hoping it's going to be ready early, and that's going to Michigan Cross Dock in Flint. It was there not too long ago. It's the one we picked up a load for. I can't remember, they all blend into one. I know I just edited the video, so it's it was going to be of last week. So yeah, we've successfully had a 34 off. Depending on how this week starts to go, I might look at getting back maybe at the for the weekend and just having all next week off, because yeah, I hadn't really had downtime since, you know, I've really moved over here. I had all the training down in Buckeye, then working, and then moving up here. It's takes its toll. So I might have a look having a full week off, because we're going to go see AC/DC in Pittsburgh next week. You know, just have some time at home and get stuff sorted, get stuff organised. You know, because you can't just spend all time at work. You know, you got to have a life as well. So we're just turning right onto the Indiana Toll Road. This guy's getting ready for pulling off just as we're coming by. So yeah, we're 62 miles away and yeah, we should have a fairly steady run. So let's get down to Bristol, Indiana, and we can get the first one of the week off. But yeah, I'm going to get fuel on the way back up. If you remember Saturday, I said we had a fuel stop all planned, but it looked like a small pilot that it was, that he organised for us. Well, we're going to pass it on the way up to Flint, because we're heading straight up the 69, so we might as well grab fuel when we're actually passing rather than coming off route this morning. So just come to 522 as we've got on the interstate. Yeah, let's get down to Bristol and see what's there. Hey, so we made it on site to this job at MJB Wood Group. It's not a bad site, it's all new. We got here on time, we just come up to 6:51 at the minute. We're just waiting to, well, we are actually on a bay, we're just waiting for the green light to turn to red and they can start unloading us. And yeah, like I say, we're literally round the corner from our pickup. What's it going to be? It's the Chemcrest. It's saying, oh, could be rush hour. We've got 5 minutes. You know, that might be a long commute. That 2.2 mile. Yeah, I'm hoping they're going to load it early. I really am hoping they're going to load this early, because if not, we're sat around waiting for a while. But oh well, that is what it is, isn't it? So yeah, we're right next to a rail line as well, so we'll probably might get a train come past. We've already had one go past already. It was quite loud when the horns came up. I heard the barrier go down, because it's literally just as we turn in the barrier. And I thought, well, I hadn't heard the train horn, and then yeah, there it was thundering down the line. So yeah, we're just waiting to get tipped. And yeah, we shouldn't be too long. They've only got like 13, 14 lifts to do, so we shouldn't be mega long. And yeah, then we should be good to go. Well, we are finally tipped. It took a bit longer than expected, but that's fine. Start Google. We'll just come to 922. So we are a 6-minute drive away from this next job. Bit less actually, because it's had it going around the building. So yeah, we're off the bay. We've swept the trailer out best we can. There were lots of bits of wood on the floor, so they shouldn't have any excuse for not loading it over here. We have got a splitting, so we've extended our working time a bit today. But yeah, the office aren't sure whether they're going to take this, well, load this early or not at this job. Watch, because we have got the tandem slid right back still. As though we are empty, they're not going to be overweight, and I just can't be bothered trying to slide them. So you know, there's no real point. I need to come out of it though, probably. There's no real point in sliding them to put them back about a minute and a half later. So there we go, 3 minutes away. Yeah, there's going to be slightly up though on the thing. This ain't the best for getting around that bend. Come out this way. There we go. Otherwise I should have put my tandems back to where they were, but most places want them slid, you see, so it just makes sense to leave them back. So we're coming down here. And we're going, just following it round to the left, and then we're not a million miles away. Yeah, there's nothing can come from the right. It's just a turnaround bit, so perfect. I imagine, yeah, you can see all donuts and that they come down here with the cars. But I say, I bet this is a hot spot for it. So yeah, there's units there, then there's a big industrial estate down here that we are heading for. And yeah, it's gonna, that Michigan cross dock, so I imagine it's going to be GM stuff that we pick up. I'm praying, really praying that they load this early and we can get loaded straight away here, because then we can get over to GM at Flint by getting some fuel, pick up a trailer and get the hell out of there and get down the road somewhere so we can just hit it hard. But yeah, I have asked for back Saturday. I'll have next week off. I'll have the full week off. I was going to be getting back on the Tuesday anyway, so I thought, well, I'll get back for this Saturday. I can have the full week off then at home, relax for a bit, because you know, since I've come here in August, we've just been sort of flat out, you know, all the training down at Buckeye and doing all the port runs. You know, then even when I was moving up here, you know, it was still a lot to do, so I think a bit of downtime at home is going to be very important. You know, we're going to see AC/DC next week, so I might remember that, because I imagine this is probably going to be their last tour, so it's all these that are here in the fields. Oh, they're just truck chassis. They're just truck frames with a seat on them. Yeah, it's a bit weird. So yeah, it's this place on the left. It's this place on the left. So yeah, we've had worse commutes to get here, to get to jobs. There's only 2 bays free, so hopefully we can, yeah, get straight on and get sorted. We'll just come to a stop here. We've got a pickup truck behind us and he's got a big bullhorn on the front of it. Full-size bullhorn. And after, swing a bit wide again. There we go, we're in. How about that for a commute? You know, if you're an owner-operator, that's the type of delivery and pickup that you want. Oh, we've got a trailer here that's dropped. Ooh, I wonder if this could be a drop and hook preloaded. That'd be nice. Let me go find where shipping is, the actual office. I think it's just down there, and we'll see if we get lucky. Okay, so we're finally getting ready to get on the bay. I'll try and keep this on sleeper actually, I think. So we have been a while here. We've just come up to 2:34. I'm sure they said they want this on to bay bay 12. In fact, we've had enough on sleeper today. Let's just get on it, because we're literally going to be parking up with this anyway once we get loaded. Just because of yeah, they've just changed the time for the morning for dropping this off. I'm sure he said to put it on to bay 12. But if we have to move, we have to move. It's a long walk over to the office and a long walk back, so I fully remember what they did fully say. So we've already got the tandems back, so this should be a fairly good reverse. We just need to get the trailer over a bit, so we didn't have that great of swing. So yeah, it's frustrating having to wait all day to get loaded again, but it's transport, innit? You know, we just got to take the rough with the smooth at times. Just take a big pull up, can get well over then. We're really far over. Yeah, so hopefully we can get a bit of a better rest of the week after this, because it's not the best start to the week. You know, sat around waiting all day. No, we want to keep moving and keep the wheels going, but it don't always work out like that, does it? At times, but oh well, that is what it is. Should be looking not too far off now. I'll get this hang of this backing up eventually. I do better in some times than others. Seem to find it when you've got more space. When you've got the most space and you can't, there's not really stuff that's straight around you. Seems to be a little difficult at times to get everything sorted, but the door's open now. Hang on. And then we are all sorted. Then we can just back right up now. I don't know how long the load's going to be. Hopefully not mega long. Hopefully it's a fairly quick load. At least we can get parked up at a decent time then. I'm going to get this round. Yeah, we'll get it round. We've got it round. Yeah, you probably see what I mean by the little backup camera that I've just put on the clip. You can't really see much out of the truck because of the sleeper part at the side. It's just so big. It's just so big. But we'll get backed up here. Just need to straighten up a bit. It's looking pretty good. So yeah, let's see how long the load's going to be, and I'll try and find somewhere for us to park tonight. Okay, so one trailer very quickly loaded, may I add, and we are just getting ready for setting off. We're going to go that way. So what way is it taking us out of town? I think we should be okay going that way. It's taking us out a different way from what we came in. Not that we're in a rush at the minute, like, but we don't want to get stuck anywhere or it does look very busy. It does look very busy that way. We might go out the estate the way we came in then. Let's have a look. So, yes, we are loaded. I'm just waiting for my driving manager to phone me back. We've only got £300 on this. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to call back because I want to see if he wants me to drop it in there today. We did say 8 o'clock tomorrow, but I just said that because there was a truck that was here from another company and he'd been here about 4.5 hours getting loaded and he's just left. But we got loaded instantly, so yeah, £300 to put 4 pallets on. So yeah, I just wanted to phone and see if they said, look, you want me to just drop it in there today and pop back to the yard, or see what they wanted us to do. What's this sheriff doing here? Because we've got a stop sign. We're stopping for. He was on his laptop. Let this pickup truck out. This pickup truck come out. Yeah, and you're coming down. So let them go, and we should be good for getting out of here. Yeah, because if we can drop it in there today, then you know we're laughing a little bit to try and get ahead, because we just want to do some miles. You know, we've done 65 miles today, and I'd probably just park up when we get the we get fuel. To be fair, if I was going to park up tonight, so my sat nav don't want to bring me this way. It says the road, there's no road down here. You know, so if we could get it on tonight and done over, we'd be laughing a little bit, but we will see. I'll have a word when they phone me back, and we can go from there. So yeah, let's go to this Pilot and get some fuel. Hey, so we just finished filling up at the Pilot here in where we are at the minute. Just on the 69. We just got off the I-80. Might look at parking here, to be fair. It doesn't look too bad. We have just filled up 180 gallon, which I thought were quite a lot for 1/4 of a tank. So that's, yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. That's quite a lot really for what I'd have thought we'd have used. Oh look, are these reserved parking? Yeah, these are reserved spaces here. But what about around at this back bit? So they're reserved, these are reserved. But the spaces here. Might look at getting in this one next to the bin, actually. If we can. That's not a reserved spot, it doesn't say reserved, there's no sign up on it. And just park here for the night. This will do us then. It's not a bad spot to be in. Spoke with the driver manager. He's just saying freight is just super quiet at the minute. It's to do with all the tariffs and that. Work has just completely fallen off a cliff, so they're struggling for freight, but they said they should be able to find us something tomorrow. It'll probably just be running to pick something up to deliver Wednesday, but you know, that's fine as long as they find us something. We can just get on with it, can't we? So yeah, if we get in here, this shouldn't be a bad spot, really. This should be a decent spot for us. No trouble getting out in the morning. I imagine that's just all their reserved parking. And yeah, we're happy at this. There's no signs up that says it's reserved. There's no markings on the floor. We can get back far enough that this guy can get out. And yeah, it's ain't too bad. Just ain't too bad at all. In fact, I can even put the suspension back a bit and try and level out a bit. So yeah, we one of those. Just not a lot we can do about it, really, is there? It's no freight. There's no freight for us to move. We just have to hope that it picks up a little bit towards the rest of the week, and we make up a little bit. But yeah, we got a job tomorrow. We're about 120 mile away. There's no point running really any further because we've got a parking space here, you know. We're in a guaranteed spot. We're not going to get struggle to find anywhere to park. We're in a space, so yeah, it is leaning a bit that way, but I'll just sleep all the way tonight, and you know, that'll be what it'll be, won't it? So yeah, let's hope for a better day tomorrow, with some miles, and at least just get a job on to get running with. So yeah, I'm going to get off and end this video, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.